It's your girl, the Empress, and you're taking a walk with me as I exercise. The message for today, or this week, I should say, uh, Sun is in Scorpio. The Sun is ruled by Leo, which means the guardian of children is watching over the earth right now and fixing the things that's going on in the lives of children. So some things is being moved around, transformed for those who stood their ground. The sun is in Scorpio, which means meeting needs, long-term longevity, joint resources. So that means that when it comes to children, their needs need to be met for the long term, and God is moving things around for those children needs to be met. And if children are in a situation that they don't need to be in, all those situations are under judgment right now. Spiritual judgment. And material justice is about to get served over this throughout the month of November to place these children where they belong. So if you have children that you know do not belong to you, I suggest that you return them, because judgment is going to come into your life, because you know you got them out of ill intentions, and you know that they do not belong to you. So if you have children that do not belong to you, your life is under judgment. No matter how you got them, trafficking, court cases, whatever. If your children don't belong to you, it's coming out to the forefront. Everybody's under judgment, because the sun is in Leo, and Leo rules like children and creativity and romance and that type of thing. The moon is in Sagittarius. Sagittarius deals with travel, foreign travel, intellect, higher learning, that type of thing. So the needs that need to be met with these children are changing and moving forward. They're moving. So there's going to be a shift in a whole lot of households, okay, for the month of November. Household money is also being affected here. So we have 1 week for people to realize whether or not they want to work for themselves. We have 2 weeks left for people to choose whether or not they want to live a healthy lifestyle or a toxic lifestyle. Whether you're going towards spirituality, God, the higher power, that inner wisdom that's deep down in your gut that you know you're supposed to be paying attention to, your intuition, whatever your intuition is telling you to go towards that's healthier for you, you need to do that. We have less than half a month to choose which spouse that we need to be with for the long term, that will help us within our household to help raise these children up to be better people, because adults don't like to change. Adults are stuck in their ways. Our adults today are still wounded by their childhood, and they are not healing from that, and they are still taking their childhood issues out on unnecessary people. So all these things is changing right now. Those who are healed are being matched together. Those who are unhealed is being matched together, because some people are still about to repeat a life lesson, and some people have learned their life lessons and they get to live in prosperity. So it's going to be a shift in this world where some people are being blessed and some people are not. Some people's blessings are being taken away, and it's going to come with a lot of judgment. See, the people whose blessings are being taken away, they're going to look for somebody to blame, but they can't blame nobody for but themselves, because they put themselves in a predicament for their blessings to be taken away. It's nobody's fault of their own but their own. And those who held themselves accountable for the wrong that they did in other people's lives, they're going to be blessed, because God is a merciful God. He's an all forgiving God. And therefore, it don't matter what point in time in your life you want to change. If you want to change right now in this moment, in this very minute, and you go to God and say, God, I want to change my life, he will change your life right now and give you your blessings. And your blessings will be on the way by the end of this month. But faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. You can believe in God all you want, but if you're not doing the work in your life to change your ways, to change your toxic behavior, to change the people that you be around that you know is not good for you, that's leading you astray, that's draining you from your finances, that's taking you away from your family, your children, that's depleting your energy, that's starving you out, from not giving you the things that you need to survive, all that toxic stuff has to go. All of that toxic stuff has to go. People gotta understand that they gotta understand that when it comes to toxicity, okay, marijuana is good for some people, marijuana is bad for some people. Drinking suppresses everything. Alcohol suppresses everything. Okay? We all see what the white stuff do. It drives people totally insane. Okay? Toxic behaviors like partying all the time, and that stuff wastes your energy. It wastes your energy. Too much sex causes you to have sex addictions, that type of thing. All these addictions and things, all this stuff is just negative. It's just negative. That's the way that the world was set up to distract us from who we are. A lot of us don't know who we are. That's why we acting out of character. That's why we acting out of place. That's why we overstepping boundaries, because we don't know our place in the world. We don't know who we are. We know that they stripped us of who we are, but we have access to the tools that teaches us who we are, and we don't need a DNA test for that. We have tools and people out here who can help you connect to who you really are and what your purpose is on this earth, and get you back to your lineage, and allow you to be the better person for your bloodline. Renew your bloodline. Everybody's under judgment right now. African Americans come from a lineage of enslaved people. Enslaved people who must get tired of being enslaved, because while we were enslaved, we got sold out. And we wouldn't have got sold out if we wasn't in an enslaved mentality. Meaning we have to be codependent on somebody to survive. Meaning we need somebody else to help us to survive. So even in my marriage, I had to show my husband, I don't need you to survive. I can survive on my own. I don't need your security. I got the security from God. I married because I didn't want to live my life alone, and I needed somebody to marry that matches my energy, that can help me balance out my household and the children in my household. So we got to understand who we are, what we're living for, and what our purpose is. But the main purpose of African Americans, and particularly because I know I have viewers from like Africa and Bahamas, all that type of thing, from different parts of the world, but specifically for African Americans, you are an enslaved people with an enslaved mindset, and y'all have to drop that mindset and step into a mindset of freedom. You have to step into a mindset of freedom, and that's what's going on. So those who've taken their freedom and set themselves free from systematic oppression and the oppression of families who mimic a systematic oppressive system, that means setting yourself free and going off on an individual journey to learn yourself, to be yourself, to do things by yourself, to know that you don't need a government to depend on you to depend on to survive. You don't need your family. You don't have to depend on them to survive. You have yourself, and you have God, and you have your ancestors, and you have angels surrounding you every day that will help you. All you have to do is open up your mouth and ask and mean it in sincerity. And that's what's going on. So it's a shift going on in November that's about to bless some of us, and it's about to take these blessings away from some of us so they can wake up and learn who they are. So don't take these losses as in pain. It's a lesson that you need to learn. You need to learn how to depend on yourself. So fix the mistakes that you made, because if God has to fix it for you, it's not going to be pretty. The mistakes you made, if God got to fix them, I'm telling you again, it's not going to be pretty. So you still have time, because judgment has not been called on your life. Fix your mistakes. Send these children back to where they belong, because you know they don't belong with you. But fix your mistakes.